All right, y'all, so it's time for a quick little video. Let's get into it.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Now, I don't think that I have a whole lot of topics for this video, but I say that like with all my other videos, you never know where we're gonna end up. So let's just get started. First of all, and listen, I saw it, so you all are gonna have to see it as well. I know you may not want to talk about it. I know you may not want to discuss it, but I saw it. So you know what that rule is. The rule is if I saw it, you're gonna have to see it too. Ray J went up onto some platform, may have been his Instagram or some shit, and basically said, hey, guess what, fellas? You don't want the person who's washing your clothes to be washing your white drawers, like your white underwear. You don't want that to happen. And yes, this is going exactly where you think it's going. So now some of you may be asking, those who haven't caught on yet, why, Ray J, what are you saying? Like, to fellas, like, why would you not want whoever you have washing your clothes, you know, because I wash my own clothes at this point, but you know, there's different tax brackets, you see what I'm saying? Different tax brackets. So he said, the person who's washing your clothes, don't let them wash the motherfucking white drawers. Don't make them wash them white underwear. And I'm like, Ray J, you know, I don't want to know. But Ray J, why? And he said, because they're going to see them doo-doo stains on there. And I just want straight men all across the world to know that wiping your ass is an option. I remember that, you know, it was like a year ago, 2 years ago, I had compiled this big thread on Twitter of like men's tweets just basically saying that they don't wipe their ass because they think that shit's gay. You know, some of them said I don't even like my finger going close to my hole. And I'm just like, wow, sweetie, like I don't know what the disconnect is with straight men and wiping their ass, but I want them to know that it is an option. Rachel was saying that y'all just need to wear black drawers, and you know, black drawers are cute. Black underwear is cute. But what I'm saying is that if you want to place white underwear on your booty cheeks, it's okay, because wiping your ass, wet wipes, things like that, toilet paper in general, maybe even showering, that is an option. I want straight men to know that if you are one of the people who suffer on this planet because you have straight men in your life, just send them this video and let them know that it's all right. If they take a wet wipe, a piece of toilet paper, they wipe their ass and then maybe take their ass in the shower, like it's all right if they want to wear different colors of clothing other than black. I know it might be a difficult thing for them to really, you know, wrap their minds around, but they can wrap their hands around with some toilet paper or something, even if it's tree bark, something. I just want Ray J to know that there are other options, really. Instead of hiding your white underwear, there are other options. So congratulations to MJ Rodriguez, who won the Golden Globe for Best Actress in a television drama series. We had literally no choice but to stand on that one, to celebrate that one. She is the first trans actress, first trans person to win a Golden Globe, and that in and of itself is iconic. But what's more iconic is the lasting legacy that Pose left, and the lasting legacy that her acting left in that series. As soon as she showed up on screen, I already knew what the tea was. You see what I'm saying? I knew that it was giving legend tea, icon tea. You heard the fuck I'm saying to you? I already knew that. But the Golden Globes said they knew that shit too. And here she is talking about her win.
I have to say this. Number one, thank you, Golden Globes. This is for the LGBTQAI, Black, Latina, Asian, the many multi-beautiful colors of the rainbow around the freaking world. This is not just for me. This is for y'all. This is the door that opens for y'all. Not me, for y'all. There are going to be so many young individuals, young, talented, thriving individuals that are going to be able to trail in and storm in through the door. This is for y'all. I don't know how many times I have to say it.
So of course, all that is really inspirational. Love that for her career. Love that for the careers of the rest of the queers, okay? Just like she said, I thought it was so cool that she said that. It was for everybody, all the young, black, you know, weird people, call all that shit. Just really cute, really amazing. She really deserves. I'm really happy to see the girls, you know, get recognition. That's what I'm gonna say on that one. That's what I'm gonna say on that one. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I sat and watched the entire Jamie Lynn Spears interview that she went on, I think it was Good Morning America or some shit like that, or ABC or whatever, to do. She apparently went on there, girl. She has this whole memoir coming out January 18th, and the title of the book, I guess, is called Things I Should Have Said. And it's like, okay. It's like, okay, you was running around with Brittany Money like you was running around with Brittany. And now she want to come here on Good Morning America on national TV talking about, oh yeah, the things I should have said. And I wasn't really overseeing any funds or anything like that. And, I was just worried about my sister and I just wanted to help her. And, and it's just like, I just didn't get a chance to say these things. And it's just like, we already know that Brittany was just like, my entire family fucked me over. We already knew that shit. But what goes even deeper than that is just like, girl, you had so many years to say some shit, like if it really bothered you or some shit. You know what I mean? Like that's the first thing. But second thing is like, okay, say for argument's sake that she actually gave a fuck about her sister, right? Like, let's just say that. And I'm just going off of like the relationship I have with my fucking brother or sister, right? If she actually gave a damn about her sister, I mean, a memoir that you go release at the end of the fucking month, and then you go, if you really care about your sibling, you wouldn't give a fuck about what millions of these people think, or these fans, or whatever the fuck think about y'all situation. It would be a one-on-one kind of thing. I'm not taking my ass I'm not selling no memoir. I'm not taking my ass to fucking, you know what I mean, on national TV talking about this stupid shit. Like, if I actually gave a fuck out, it would be a one-on-one. Can I text? Can I call? What's up? I mean, I wouldn't let no situation get like this. Regardless, it's not my brother and sister, absolutely not. But what I'm saying is, like, if she actually gave a fuck, it would not be all on TV. I wouldn't give a fuck. Like, you should give a fuck about what nobody say but your actual sister. Like, bitch, what are you talking about? She's selling a memoir. The things I should have said. Damn, sweetie. Like, I don't know. That shit just came off as really fucking opportunistic, really weird. It seems like you care more about how your image is set up in the public eye versus your actual relationship with your sister. That shit just seemed weird as hell to me. That's just the effort, ABC or whoever to give that shit a platform. It felt icky. It felt fucking icky to me. So I want to know what y'all think about that situation. Cause as soon as I saw her ass up there, it was like a little trailer they released on social media of the interview. Like, oh yeah, like almost like, oh yeah, now it's my time to speak, and every voice needs to be heard. I'm just like, girl, that shit seems so weird and shiesty and shady. But whatever. What I noticed is that shady people who don't have shit to stand on usually like to do interviews and in-depth interviews and all type of shit instead of actually mending the shit that went wrong. It's just like, okay, okay, sweetie. So there's some more news coming out about Trey Songz, and I feel like a lot of people are already kind of aware of what's going on with him and the investigations and shit that are already ongoing. But someone else by the name of Dylan Gonzalez, and I think she was like a former basketball player. I think she's an artist now. She brought up even more allegations, like from personal experience, against Trey Songz. So it's just not looking good for his ass at all. And it's just like, at this point, there's so many allegations, there's so much shit that has come up in the past that's like, okay, girl. This clip of Keke Palmer, I think it came out years ago. I want to put it up because it's just like what she is saying years ago is like happening right before our eyes.
Did you and Trey Songz ever get cool again?
Man, I've not talked to that guy. I've not spoken to that guy.
Was it a misunderstanding?
Like, because you accused him of sexual intimidation last year.
It wasn't a misunderstanding.
She told her story of what
I tell my truth, and I just thought it was real interesting that after all those things went down, someone else had something to say. So it wasn't like I don't like when people think that somebody is just gonna be saying something just to say it. First of all, I love black people. I love my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna try to ever tear nobody down, try to tear no black man down. That's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what I stand for. That's not what I'm about. So if I say something, I'm saying something for a reason. And I feel like so many times black women say stuff and nobody gives a shit. Excuse my language. Nobody gives a fuck when sometimes black women say something. But somebody of another complexion, somebody of another color, they say something. And then it's like, we're taking it to court. It's time to get serious. Hashtag me too.
And then you hear DJ Envy ass in the beginning talking about, oh, is it just a misunderstanding? Is it y'all had a misunderstanding? Just fucking clowns. Just clowns as usual. And she had to almost, like she's sitting there being gaslit. It's just, I don't know, but like she literally, it's like a prophecy. What she was saying, like, no one gives a fuck when it comes from certain people, but if someone else says some shit all of a sudden now, you know, it's just, I don't know. It was so like eerie to see that. That's really the main reason why I brought it up, is because like to see her, it's like she was fucking predicting the fucking future, like she had a fucking crystal ball. But like when you live that experience, obviously you know what the tea is. Like when you live that experience, especially in the industry as a black woman, like you know what the tea is. So it was just so interesting to see like how everything is lining up exactly like how she said it would, or does. So speaking of investigations, I seen that Matt Gaetz, they closing in on your ass. Your ex-girlfriend was testifying in front of a fucking grand jury, some shit like that, girl. Anytime any piece of news comes out about Matt Gaetz and they getting his ass out of here, it gives me so much fucking joy. It gives me so much joy. Matt Gaetz is such an asshole. He's so annoying. He's so fucking annoying. Anytime he opens that goddamn mouth, I'm so glad they closing in on his ass. I'm sorry. Actually, Matt Gaetz, I'm not sorry, because they said that your ass was involved in all kinds of, allegedly, involved in all kinds of sex crimes and shit. So yeah, the sooner they get your ass out of here, the better. That's what I think. Anyway, I wanted to show y'all a video of these kids literally staging an entire walkout at Brooklyn Tech High School. They said, girl, Omicron is running around here, okay? And everybody wants to act like it's just nothing, everything's fine. This is fine, everything's fine. The kids said, bitch, we don't feel safe. Y'all got us out here crammed up in these fucking buildings. Bitch, absolutely not. They walked the hell out. And it's just like, it's so crazy because like, I am far removed from schooling and school and all that shit like that. But like, I cannot imagine having to do these kinds of things when I was in high school. Like, I can't imagine that shit. Like, just the way that on-campus life, and we're talking about college, has changed so much since the last time I stepped my foot on a fucking campus. It's absolutely crazy. But the fact that everybody's the politicians acting stupid, even the mayors and shit acting stupid as hell. You know what I mean? Teachers fighting for their fucking life at these unions and shit. Like, and the students are just like, what the hell's going on? Can you imagine? Like, y'all adults are supposed to have y'all shit together so we can get, and I can't even learn safely. I can't even do the basic things safely in my school. They said, bitch, we're walking out. Absolutely crazy. And I brought up the mayor's Lori Lightfoot ass all the way up in Chicago, where the hell she at. She caught COVID while she's over here. She caught COVID and she's working remotely while she was over here trying to prevent teachers from doing so, and had the entire Chicago public school system like shut down, all this shit, locking teachers out of the ability to do their classes online, trying to hold their pay off, saying you gotta come in person or else. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, she caught COVID and having her fucking staff and everybody else and herself working remotely. That shit is crazy as hell. Another mayor is in the news yet again. I talked about him before. Eric Adams. So if you're not aware, 17 people, and I think that includes 8 children, passed away this week because of a fire that happened in a 19-story Bronx high-rise. A lot of the death was caused by the smoke. This is coming from the New Republic. Early reports suggest this weekend's fire, like many of its kind, was exacerbated by a series of preventable maintenance issues. The Bronx towers caught fire when a space heater that had been running for days malfunctioned, suggesting whatever heating the building provided wasn't doing its job. The disaster was compounded when a door that should have been closed automatically. This is important. The disaster was compounded when a door that should have closed automatically per legal regulations stayed open. Last year, residents in the building filed numerous complaints with the city that the heat wasn't working or that doors weren't functioning properly, and it remains unclear where the residents displaced by the fire now will go. The Times also noted that one of the founders of the investment group that owns the building had been named to Eric Adams, the mayor's housing-specific transition team. But Adams, already facing bad press over his appointments to his staff, downplayed institutional responsibility for the first disaster to occur under his watch. In a Monday press conference, the mayor suggested launching a public service announcement reminding residents to close apartment doors if they're forced to flee. So what I'm gaining is that The investment people, so one of the investment people who own the motherfucking building is on your team, Eric, and the doors in that building that were supposed to automatically close per, legal standards, those doors did not close, even though all of these tenants, everybody was filing reports with the city saying this building is fucked up. And not only that, knowing that the doors were faulty, did not close automatically, you're literally telling people, remember when you're fleeing a fucking fire, when you're running for your fucking life, remember to close the fucking doors behind you. He literally said that shit. This is what he said. He said, we took away one lesson from this. And this is the lesson. He said, and it's closing of the door. It's imperative. He goes on. It's almost muscle memory that you flee in an apartment and sometimes you forget about closing a door. And that's why we're going to double down on the closing the door PSA that I knew as a child, and we want other generations to understand that. We just need to make sure as a government that we give people the right instruction to save lives. So I'm going to do that. Now keep in mind that this Bronx fire was the deadliest in the 5 boroughs in nearly 32 years. And it's just like, sweetie, that's not the lesson that we should have taken from this. You think that your ass is Hodor from fucking Game of Thrones or some shit, bitch? Like, if you had listened to the tenants, I don't know, maybe if the city invested, some money in housing instead of putting billions into the fucking police department up there. The Intercept says the Bronx fire was not only a tragedy, but also an injustice suffered by predominantly poor working class African immigrant families. And that's important to highlight, but it's even more important to highlight when you see this headline. The Senate passes a bill to award the Congressional Gold Medal posthumously to Emmett Till and his mother. It's just like, this is why, to me, all those symbolic bullshit just doesn't matter. You give Emmett Till a fucking award. Meanwhile, the same bullshit, the same isms, the same ridiculous, senseless fucking prejudices, the same kind of mentalities that, gave us the Emmett Till situation in the first place, continues to give us the same kinds of situations where poor African immigrants are suffering. The same institutions, the same isms, the same dehumanization. It lives and thrives and fires because of negligence and not investing in housing and all that shit. All that shit is a direct result of the same kind of mentalities that got Emmett Till fucked up in the first place. So it's just like, all these bullshit awards and ceremonial bullshit and symbolic bullshit, it don't mean shit. You giving Emmett Till some shit, he's gone. You giving him some shit, a bullshit ass award. Meanwhile, present day fucking Africans, African Americans, present day motherfucking minorities, present day motherfucking, they're still out here fucked up in this country. It don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense. And people be eating this shit up. Yes, oh my God, yes. What does that mean when people are fucking dying? Because of those same mentalities, it's still thriving and living, bitch. Keep that fucking awards, keep that bullshit symbolic shit and actually fix the shit that's in front of our faces. On that note, y'all, I love y'all so much. I'm about to continue to rant, so let me just get up off here. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to check out patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Thanks so much for watching and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.